I am sticking with these eclipse cards. Hi, you guys. Good evening again. You know, I'm supposed to be scaling back. But you know what I've noticed when, you've heard me talk about intercepted houses before. Like this is a good example here. This is the 11th house. You notice that the 11th house begins and ends in the sign of Sagittarius. So that house is intercepted in Sagittarius. We have a transit of Mars in Scorpio right now. And that Mars in Scorpio is intercepted. I think in my 11th house. Same thing. I've noticed that when I have a planet intercepted in a house that touches my natal planets, and then there's a transit moon, like this Leo moon, when it irritates or activates that intercepted house with all that activity, this is when I go on these runs of non-stop readings. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I just realized that's how it's been ever since the moon went into Leo. I'm excited for it to go into Virgo because I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. Just another interesting thing. Okay, so I had mentioned in the community that when I checked in with Donald late last night, I saw something with him that was strange to me. Like in all the cards, when I did the clarifiers, I would say the majority, 80% of them, had the Knight of Cups in there, which is him making offers. And then there was always a combination with the Four of Swords, you know, the retreating, respite, or not respite, but just retreating from the world. And also the Six of Swords, the transmission, transferring items, getting to calmer waters. And I was wondering what that was about. So I was just going to throw on that, and I was like, no, you know what, I need to grab my camera because now this was the new moon. This was the new moon in Sagittarius. This was the full moon in Sagittarius on Thursday, December 12th. So right now, the moon is about 29 degrees Leo. It's entered the 12th house. Donald drew the Two of Swords over here. You know, that's usually like when you're sanctioned, you have to make a tough decision. United States of America drew the Six of Swords reversed. Who is this with the Six of Swords? That is this is Nunez. Nunez has the Six of Swords while the moon is in the 12th house. Donald drew the Two of Swords. Okay, so this is right now. So what I want to do is now go look at the 12th house and see what kind of secrets are going on and what cards were drawn. 12th house. Donald drew the Hierophant. That's all I see there. And there's a Venus and Jupiter. There's two people in this secret house. So I just wanted to know what was in store. He started with the Hierophant to the Two Swords. Nunez has the Six Swords. USA has Six of Swords reversed. I want to know what this is about. Donald, you drew the Two of Swords with the moon in the 12th house. What is this about? What are your secrets right now? Your hidden enemies? Your retreat? Does it have to do with jail? Okay. I feel like I have to have some things reversed. Reverse this. Reverse that. So, okay. Donald, what is this Two of Swords about for the upcoming couple days? Oh my God, is this Rudy Giuliani? Are you separating yourself from Rudy Giuliani? Are you separating yourself from the mafia? Who's being separated? Sanctioned. So this was in the past. And that has led to what right now? Yourself as candidate Donald. So you're a candidate, Donald, separating, deciding to do what in the future? Making a decision leading to betrayal as a candidate, treason. Okay, what is beneath this? What is at the very foundation of this decision you have to make, Donald? Oh, God. I can't believe this reversed itself. Remember, I reversed the cards. This is the Mueller report. Turned on its head. This is the Ukrainian narrative that they interfered in the 2016 election. So the very root of what Donald is planning these next 2.5 days for him as candidate, he has to make a tough decision. Is he separating himself? Is this Rudy Giuliani? This has to be, yeah, Rudy Giuliani and his little 11 Igors. So, and treason. So he's making a big decision, probably about Rudy, because this has to do with Ukraine. Is this Devin Nunes? No. Okay, what is your challenge right now, Donald, making this difficult decision? Knight of Pentacles, the money offers, the mercenaries. The challenge, is it the money trail, the paper trail. So this is what's on his mind. Oh God, don't you just wish he would walk away? That's walking away, setting something up, or change of course. He's breaking up with Rudy. Because of his impeachment / SDNY or EDVA. There's so much evidence piling up against him, I'm betting. Hanged Man. So Hanged Man is a person who is not yet indicted or charged, but will be. It is also Jared Kushner for me. So these are the things weighing on Donald's mind. These are his burdens. So that's what he's doing now. Tell me what did this person do? They were a world traveler. I think that's Rudy. With Russian strength behind them, that's Rudy. For the Trump campaign. Yeah, this is Rudy. What's this Three of Swords? You're making this decision, which is leading to treason and heartbreak. Three of Swords for... Oh, this is your impeachment. Because of Trump Russia. Wait a minute. Unless you mean Trump Russia, because the Empress is my Trump Russia card. The only Russia that was brought up in that was related to the propaganda that they were using against Joe Biden. This feels like it's bigger than this little Rudy sidestep trip. Because for this to come up, what else is here? Treason, his actions he took with Trump Russia. Here's this Four of Swords again, to retreat. Or is this someone, getting suicided or... I'm grabbing another deck. I'm feeling a bit ghostly, even though I just, my eyes. I can never, always have a problem. Okay, what's going? Okay, so what's going on? Okay, row. This is kind of a big deal. So when I did the full moon terrascope, glad I took some notes. Donald. Remember, all of these like death plans were all over this. People knew that the Levin Igor had to go. I did a clarifier on this Two of Swords that he had in the 12th house. Right there. The clarifiers were death, judgment, and the Page of Swords, which is Levin Igor, because of news that came out of Russia. So, news that came out of Russia. So looking at this, I'm thinking this is Levin Igor. Because, yeah, they were working for the Trump campaign, and there's that Russian strength. This Nine of Wands, this is always Donald's financial burdens. So Donald's challenge, Knight of Pentacles, I wonder if this was, well, probably hanging out with Rudy. So this is what this means. Eight of Cups, he is helping set something up because of the courts and these guys who are indicted, which is going to lead to heartache because he's being impeached. Trump, Russia has an op to off him. So I want to know, what is this news from Russia? Because it was the Page of Wands is always the news coming from Russia or the Saudis. And there was that horrible article today in the Daily Beast about how Russia's laughing at us and saying that, just blatantly saying that Donald is their agent. So, Donald, what news came from Russia to do this to Levin Igor? What is that news about? What is that news about? Levin Igor. What is this news about? The news, these guys are covered in what? The Emperor. That's Donald. What's the challenge with Levin Igor and Donald? What's the biggest problem right now? The Seven of Cups, they will never tell. You know what? I know what that Seven of Cups is about. And who has the Seven of Cups? Putin has had the Seven of Cups in the 10th house. So what was crowning Putin in Washington, D.C. this week had to do with the Seven of Cups. The big secret that they're pretending is something, but is actually something else. Senator Shelby has the Seven of Cups in the 2nd house. So I wonder if he is helping with payment to have this task completed, getting the money done for this. Igor. Igor Furman has the Seven of Cups in his 4th house with his defenses here in USA. He doesn't have any defenses here in the United States. It's just a big cloud of haze. Seven of Cups, United States of America. Oh, Lordy, look at that. The United States of America, like Putin, has the Seven of Cups in the 10th house. Oh boy, this is getting interesting. And Eric Trump has the Seven of Cups in the 3rd house down here. He's in charge of the communications and probably the electronic payment. So Senator Shelby is helping facilitate the money, the income. This is very much of an asset and value to him. Eric is coordinating communications. Igor has no defenses. And Putin and USA are going to see something in the skies about a mysterious death, maybe. And this is what the challenge is for Donald, dealing with these guys. You know what? I would like some clarifiers on this already. before we go too far and we're like, what's going on? So, Donald, what this challenge is the Seven of Cups, confusion. You don't really want to say what it is. What is it? This has to do... I know. What is it? Well, Seven of... I'm not going to say it. It's... Oh my gosh. The oligarchs. Last night, this showed up as his fear. He had the Four of Swords, Six of Swords, Knight of Cups, you know, making offers. I forget what the hope was, but the fear was the Nine of Pentacles, which I thought was so weird. So his fear, well, maybe reversed, is that this is going to be uncomfortable. He won't be comfy. He won't, his security is threatened. The Nine of Pentacles might not look too fondly upon this. In the past, this has been G-string. It's been Rebecca Mercer, but I don't feel like that this is it. I don't think he wants to be uncomfortable. This is about his payment, his burdens. The profound judgment he is facing. So getting rid of this guy has everything to do with his... He has to because of his his liability, his risk. He's being impeached. Okay, so, and it sounds like maybe Igor is going to be the easiest one to get to first. So Donald, this guy has to go. What's the foundations of these problems? What is the primary thing? Oh, the Six of Wands reversed. Six Wands mob. Trump, Putin, Unji, Netanyahu, MBS, Erdogan, all of them are in agreement. This is such a threat. What they're doing is such a threat. This is not a celebration for us. We are not on board with this type of thing. We're done. Go away. Maybe that's why Donald is feeling the Two of Swords. He's the one being separated from his buddies. He can't sit with the cool kids at the lunch table. What's crowning all this, Donald? The timing. Which way does this go? What's crowning this is the timing, the fortunate timing of when it's going to happen. Well, that's strange. Nobody has the Wheel of Fortune. Who's going to do this if they don't have the Wheel of Fortune? It's got to crown someone. 10th house? Well, this is very strange because never have I ever done a weekly Taroscope and nobody has the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I see. Oh, I see a Wheel of Fortune. So at the new moon, this person had the Wheel of Fortune. That would be... Oh, shut up. Mitch has the Wheel of Fortune in the 9th house of long distance lands. Mitch, you dirty dog. Is he going to be the one tasked to do this? This has to be Facebook. Facebook has it here. Oh my God, these assholes. Facebook has it here in the 6th house, which has to do with investigations. Military. So the only people with it are Mitch, lands far away, and Facebook here with the military and public servants, and wow. What happened in the past, Donald? That you have to make this decision. The Knight of Cups. Here's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups made an offer. What kind of offer was this? This is with the propaganda. Because of the impeachment proceedings, his burdens, Russia's strength, and his plans. So that's what happened in the past, related to having to go after Lev and Igor. And this is going to lead to what? This is going to lead to what? The King of Cups, Putin. Putin. Is it going to be a happy Putin? An angry Putin? God. They're all over this. It's going to lead to Putin and the propaganda of Ukraine. This is either Lev or Igor. The mercenary, the money. Donald. The Trump campaign and the money. And stealing. Wow. So, yeah, so Donald has to foot this bill as well, which, you know, we, the taxpayer, are footing it. Okay, so how do we see you, Donald, making this decision this week with Lev and Igor? The Page of Cups. This is usually Ivanka. Is this Ivanka? I'm not getting a no. The Page of Cups. He's talking to a younger person, probably. He's in talks with someone. The environment is the Eight of Cups. Who's setting this up? There you go, the Eight of Cups. He's talking with someone about setting this up. The hope is, this is the Sun, the revelation. The Sun has been Joe Biden. It has been Rick Gates. Sun. Who is the Sun? I need some more clue. Rudy Giuliani had the Sun in the first house. So is he hoping that this helps? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, Rudy had this in the first house of identity. This is who he is during the full moon. He's the Sun. He's a radiant bright star. Pompeo has the Sun in his hopes, wishes, and dreams. Putin has the Sun in the 9th house of long distance travel. So, revelation, 9th house to Rudy, to Pompeo. So I think they're trying to get to Rudy by sending a message. Look at this. Mitch now also has the Sun in the first. They're also sending a message to Mitch. Rudy and Mitch are under the gun right now, big time. Speaker Pelosi has the Sun in the House of We the People, which usually represents a citizen here. Lev and Igor are under protection. I think she's been the one that has their back, yes, because they're sharing information. So this is a valuable target. Pelosi knows about it. Yep, this page of cups. This is Ivanka. She has this as her rising sign. So Ivanka is in talks with her dad about setting something up because the hope is that they can affect the Sun, which is, anybody else? United States of America has this in the 2nd house of income and gain and values. This is very interesting. So we have, so this is the identity of Mitch and Rudy. Revealing what they were doing over here in the 9th house. Speaker Pelosi is trying to protect Lev and Igor. The United States of America sees this person as an asset. Pompeo, this is Pompeo's hope and wish. Okay, what do you guys want with the Sun there? 9 of Pentacles. There's that woman again. Oh, they want to be comfortable and secure. Queen of Swords, because of this impeachment. 2 of Swords, being separated. And the 5 of Wands and the fighting. And the Four of Pentacles, consolidating power. Okay. So through Lev and Igor, they're hoping things can be... I wonder if this is a message to Rudy. Donald, what's the fear with what's going on here? The fighting. He's afraid of... He's going to lose. Who are you going to lose with? Trump, or the Two of Cups, his agreements. The Hangman that he has with the Hangman Jared, and the Nightmare. I think he thinks Jared is still on his side. So that is his fear of having... Donald's afraid of being in this fight. Wah, wah. What are the next steps, Donald? The Five of Swords. The next step is Five of Swords. They're going to do it. Lavrov had the Five of Swords in the public skies. Yeah, he was here. I bet he was here to also help with setting that up. Lavrov is the only one with the Five of Swords, so I wonder if if the hired guy is from Russia to take care of this. Final result, Donald, what's going on? The Ace of Wands. This is the op. This is what he's thinking about at this full moon. These guys have to be eliminated. Lavrov's going to take care of it. We have the King of Swords, of course. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Trump dynasty, and the Four of Pentacles, retaining their power. So that's why he feels like he has to do this. The card on the card of the reading is the Ten of Swords. They were making fun of him in the Russian paper today. That was another signal that they were sending to Donald. You better do this or you're done. Take care of this. Whoa. So yeah, yeah, it sounds like there's like a hit job out there for Lev and Igor. Who should I ask about? Should I ask Pelosi what's going on with what she knows? Because this was all, I could not believe how he is consumed with this. Like, this is what's been on his mind all day long. And now the moon's in the 12th house of secrets and hidden enemies for the next 2.5 days. Speaker Pelosi.